major objective of national manufacturing policy 10 entry are as follows. Pehla point, to increase the sectoral share of manufacturing in GDP to at least 25% by the year 2022. By the year 2022. Next, to enhance global competitiveness, domestic value addition, technological depth, and environmental sustainability of growth. Next point, to provide a productive environment to person, transitioning from the primary to secondary and tertiary sector by creating national investment and manufacturing zones, NIMS. Next, to ensure compliance of labor and environmental laws, laws, while introducing procedural simplification and rationalization so that the regulatory burden on industry is reduced. Next, to provide an enabling environment for tapping the potential of the private sector and the entrepreneurial skill of the younger population. फिर आएगा कंपनीज एक्ट 2013. Companies Act 2013. This act introduced significant changes in the provision related to governance, e-management, compliance and enforcement, disclosure norms, auditor and merger and acquisitions, new concepts such as one-person company, small companies, dormant companies, and dormant company, class action suit, registered burglar and corporate social, responsibility, CSIR, social responsibility, CSR, have also been included. Next point, the 2013 Act has introduced several new concepts and has also tried to streamline many of the requirement by introducing new definition, one-person company, The 2013 Act introduced a the 2013 Act introduced a new type of entity to the exit list apart from forming a public or private limited company. The 2013 Act the 2013 Act enable the formation of new entity enable the formation of new entity a one person company OPC a one person company OPC one person company OPC फिर आएगा स्मॉल कंपनी a small company has been defined a small company has been defined as a company other than a public company other than a public company paid up share capital of which does not exceed 50 lakh turnover of which per its last profit turnover of which as per its last profit and loss account does not exceeded 2 crore or such higher amount as may be prescribed it shall not be more than 20 crore फिर आएगा डोरमेंट कंपनी DORMANT डोरमेंट कंपनी the 2013 Act states that a company can be classified as dormant when it is farmed and registered under this 2013 Act for a future project or to hold an asset or intellectual property and has no significant accounting transaction अब लिखिए नेशनल फाइनेंशियल रिपोर्टिंग अथॉरिटी Financial Reporting Authority NFRA. The 2013 Act requires the constitution of require the constitutional. NFRA, NFRA, which has been bestowed with significant power not only in issuing the authoritative pronouncement, but also in regulating the audit profession, Serious Fraud Investigation Office, SFIO. The 2013 Act has bestowed legal status to SFIO. Corporate social responsibility. अगला पॉइंट लिखिए, corporate social responsibility. The 2013 Act make an effort to introduce the culture of corporate social responsibility, CSR, in Indian corporate by requiring companies to formulate a corporate social responsibility policy, at least incur a given minimum expenditure on a social activities, Companies Amendment Act 2020, 2020. This bill was introduced in the Parliament in March 2020 to further the government's agenda of ease of doing business, and also to discriminalize the Companies Law Act 2013. President of India gave his assent to the bill on 28 September 2020. Next point. Some key amendment as proposed by this act are given below. First, in context of offense, it makes three changes. First, penalties for few offenses have been removed. Second, imprisonment for few offenses has been removed. Third, the amount of fine payable in certain offenses has been also reduced. Next, it empowers the government to allow certain classes of public companies to list classes of securities in foreign jurisdiction. Next, Earlier, a person holding at least 10% of company's share was required to make a declaration of his interest to reduce compliances and boost. This amendment empowers government to exempted government to exempted any class of person from complying with these requirement. Next, it empower the government to require it empower the government to require classes of unlisted companies to prepare and file periodical financial result and to complete the audit or review of such result. Next point, the provision related with remuneration of executive director, even in the year when company has not registered any profit, has been extended to non-executive directors including independent directors. अब अगला पॉइंट होगा कंट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ डिफरेंट इंडस्ट्रीज इन इकोनॉमी. Industries in economy. Yeah. Industries in economy. According to the 2021 report, World Steel Association. According to the 2021 report, World Steel Association, India ranks second in the production of steel after China. Ranks second in the production of steel after China. Japan stands third. In the world production of steel. Next point. Steel industry provide employment to around 25 lakh people in India. 25 lakh people in India, which is 2% of India gross domestic product. Gross domestic product. India gross domestic product, GDP. Gross domestic product, GDP. Gross domestic product, GDP. Next point. Automobile industry contributes 7.1%. Industry contributes 7.1% India's GDP. This share of automobile industry is 49% in India. Manufacturing industry sector for its special contribution in the Indian economy. Automobile industry is also known as sunrise industry. also known as sunrise industry. Textile industry contribute 4% of India's GDP. 4% of India's GDP and 11% to foreign income. 11% to foreign income. Next point. Chemical industry contribute 3%. Chemical industry contribute 3% to the India GDP. And Indian chemical industry is ranked 6th in the world. 6th in the world.